this was the only song I've ever written where it was not about personal experience. This was a song where I was like, right, okay, for once, Alex, let's not try and write about something you know. Let's try and write about something you don't know.
Okay.
So Dead Man Walking was the only time that I've really tried to put myself in somebody else's shoes and then write from their perspective. And basically,
and you chose Capital Punishment.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Netflix,
Sure.
and I've been watching a lot of things like there was a film called Dead Man Walking I'd watched on there. There was The Green Mile. There was and a big series called The Innocence Project about people who were wrongly convicted. There was another movie I watched called The Life of David Gale. So a lot of this influence was around at the time, and I don't know why I went down the rabbit hole, but as an artist I just did. Right, and it was very much like, okay, Dead Man Walking is about a guy going to the electric chair or going to the or going to lethal injection, whichever one you choose to believe it is, and it's based on the premise that he's going to be killed, but he's actually innocent. So it was me trying to put my head into that situation, and that's what the lyrics are. The lyrics are, you know, the process of like, yeah, okay, he goes through the courtroom thing, you know, it's a bit of a kangaroo court, he's not really represented or convicted, you know, convicted in the right way, they just want it off their books, and you know, they've already pretty much decided he's guilty before he gets there. So let the courtroom swing, you know, and all of that sort of stuff. So basically it was like being in those shoes, and then the kind of deterioration in his mindset as to go, okay, I don't quite believe this. This isn't really happening to me, to the point of, this is actually happening to me, and I'm before it, you know, actually, and then to the point of like, all right, whatever, you know, you're, you know, absolutely, you know, I don't really know, like, there's nothing I can do anymore, so I'm just going to have to accept my fate. But almost the heartbreak in that sentence that he's accepting his death when he hasn't done anything wrong. And it's kind of, I was also reading a bit of Tale of Two Cities, that sort of stuff, you know, like far better thing I do than I've ever done. Mm-hmm. So there was a fair bit of kind of influence in my life around that point.
Netflix and Chaucer. I like this, yeah.
Well, Charles Dickens, but yeah.
Okay. Take that again. Sorry.
But yeah,
Netflix and Dickens.
I have read Chaucer, but yes.
No, I was doing the reshoot and you spoke over the top. Edit this, Steve. Don't pay attention. No. Netflix and Dickens. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So it was. It was a very, very therapeutic thing to do, but it was also. I mean, it was awful to kind of put yourself in those shoes and feel what that could be like. And, you know, there are things that go wrong in our societies. Not everything is 100% perfect. You know, sure. We can never really know. You know, am I saying that capital punishment is wrong for certain crimes? No, I'm not. I'm not like making any political statement on this really whatsoever. It was just that if this was to happen, how would this person feel? And I wanted to convey that, you know. You know, on a personal standpoint on it, yeah, you know, like if we could say that everybody was 100% guilty in what they'd done, then, you know, then certain crimes deserve certain punishments, absolutely. But the problem with the human race is it's flawed.
And musically, Dead Man Walking, I mean, I've listened to it many times.
Yeah.
It's released as a single.
Yeah.
Really catchy.
Yes. I wanted to
hum away the chorus and the melody, but the topic matter, the subject matter.
Yeah, again, I wanted it to be catchy. I want everything that Devilfire is to be catchy. I want it to be that worm that digs through your brain, you know, because catchy songs are great, you know, and I love singing along to other people's catchy songs. And lyrically, again, it's quite dark lyrically, but, you know, I think there always is a little bit of a sense of hope in all the songs that I do. Is the hope that, yes, this is something that's quite dark and thingy, but hopefully we can change, you know, and even putting yourself into the shoes of the person, that hope comes in the fact that I am doing that. Somebody who isn't connected to this in any sort of way can at least empathise with it, and in the empathy lies the hope. The fact that if we can all empathise with each other in different situations, surely there's a bit of hope about the human race. So, getting slightly off topic there, but yeah, hopefully that, you know, I just don't want it to be all doom and gloom. And that's why I think sometimes the riffs are, and the arrangements are quite quirky. You know, they're quite like, you know, like they bring a smile to your face, yeah. So there is a bit of, again, a juxtaposition with the music.